Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. We are live today. It is Flosstube number 66. How is everybody? Hi, Mandy. Hi, Wilma. How are you? Hi, Jerry. How is everybody? What have you done today? I was cross stitching today, bobbinating. I still have a whole bunch of floss to bobbinate. I'm doing that tonight. Um, I do have a Zoom to go into tonight, so that's what I'm going to do. I have some things to kit up. Hi, Dina. How are you? So, yeah, we've got a few things to show you. I have two finishes that I finished over my cross stitch weekend. The 24 hours of cross stitch was all last weekend, and I finished two, and with everybody that was there all weekend, we had a total of 9 finishes. I need to go get me a cowbell so that when people finish, I can ring it. Yes. So I wait for a few more people to come in, and then I will show you what the finishes, what I've been working on, and what's next. Any of you that are doing whip go, how are you doing with it? Hello, Danielle. I will have 5 shout outs of floss tubers. I like to do that every live stream, even if I'm not subscribed to them. If I watched them, there's that. Um, Danielle had a couple finishes also this past weekend. Not total finish. Well, one was a total finish, one was partial because she's doing a stitch along. Well, two of them were stitch alongs. One, the stitch along is all done, and the other one she's caught up. So we considered that a finish. Hi, Robert. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I just saw Robert in Anytime Zoom. I also have a new stitch along to show you that I will be starting soon. So, yeah. And when I really get into a craft, I'm not kidding when I say I sleep, eat everything because I'm not getting much sleeping in because my brain is like going a mile a minute of how I want to finish off this year and setting up my plans for next year. So I will include those here too. I have OCD. So I am a huge list person. Love my paper, love stationery, love pens, all kinds of pens, pretty gel pens, just pretty pens, like from Coco Daisy and all that. I'm sorry, Michelle. I thought you would have a great day. It was with your mom and your sister, right? So, yeah, I was up last night for about 3 hours. Hi, Crystal. Crystal has a headache too. So did Jen Jen. She canceled her Zoom today because of a migraine. So, I'm working with a few whips for the rest of the year. I have a list how I want to do this. I'll explain that also. Are we ready? Okay, I had two finishes. One I started back in October of 2013, and I couldn't wait to finish it. So this was on my Whitco board this year. It is also on my No New Starts. And since it is finished, I get to start something new in its place. This is Butterfly, and the artist is Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks. So it looked like that. I did it on Fiesta Pink fabric. It was 32 count. And she's done. It looks so delicate. It looks like lace. and it's opalescent. I don't have the information here on what the fabric was, but hi, Red Floss Stitcher, how are you? So yeah, that's done. I'm loving it. Finished that Friday. Finished this Friday in my Zoom. 24 hours of cross stitch Zoom. I'm trying to find a better way so you guys can see it without all the glare. There. Love it. I know you can't see the sparkle. The fabric has a lot of sparkle to it. It isn't opalescent. So, yes, love it. So that's done. And then there's the Mill Hill Spooky Gate Stitch Lawn that was started by Danielle, and she has a Zoom for that. It was like every other Saturday. So this past Saturday was supposed to be her Zoom, but because I was doing the 24 hours of cross stitch, we did it in my Zoom, and I finished it. I did. I finished it. Do I have everything I need? Yes. So look at Mill Hill Spooky Gate. You can see there's a lot of beads in it. And there's a black cat right here. Button, black cat button. This was so much fun. I have never done a full coverage Mill Hill kit. Usually they're just, small things. Never a full coverage. And it's not all full coverage beads. It is full coverage with DMC floss and the beads. I love this. There was quite a bit of back stitching up in here, but as long as you worked on it and paid attention to the chart, it was easy to do. But yeah, that was my second finish for the week. And then after I finished that, oh, I'm sorry. This was Deanne and Sarah and AB, not Danielle's idea. Sorry. Deanne and Sarah and AB. They're the ones that did this, started the stitch along. Danielle was just the Zoom host. So after I finished that, I'm like, okay, what's next on my list that I want to finish? So I pulled out Nora Corbett's Fairy Winter Dream. So this, from now on, when there's cross stitch weekends, this is what I will be working on until she's done. So just on my cross stitch weekends. So this came from the January 2013 Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. And it's Nora Corbett's Fairy Winter Dreams, and I'm trying to find the picture of it. So I don't want to show you the chart. So she looks like this. So pretty. So pretty. Lisa, how are you? So yeah, Fairy Winter Dream. And I am doing this on 28 count even weave. It's Merino by Silk Weaver. Merino is like Lugana. It's the type of fabric. I don't have a color. It was called a solo. So I pulled this out. A quarter of it was already done. So I pulled it out and I got just a little bit done. Here, let me do it this way. So I got a little bit done. I had to frog the same section 3 times. You know, I should go back to school to learn to count. Need to learn to count. So yeah, this is what I'm working on next on my cross stitch weekends till she's done. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, she is pretty. She's pretty. Put that there. What else did I work on? I worked on the pumpkin patch by Carolyn Mannon, not pumpkin patches. She has 2 patterns. The new one is called pumpkin patches. This is her older one, and it's called the pumpkin patch. Just don't want you guys to get confused. So this is the pumpkin patch by Carolyn Manning. I do have my good frogs out. I didn't have them next to me. And I'm doing mine on 28 count black Monaco. Okay. So I stitched like all of this section all here. That's what I stitched on. Loving the colors. It does stitch up pretty quick, and there's no back stitching. It's just straight cross stitching. And I do have the new one called Pumpkin Patches, but this one is the Pumpkin Patch. This says the Tent Maker Smalls Collection. Whatever that means. And this is for a stitch along that Tia from Tia's Crazy Craft Addictions, this is what she's doing. And then I worked on Hade Magic Study. And I did a whole column, which was, I forgot how many stitches, I'll tell you in a minute. So it looks like that. Excuse the, I don't know why I did that. So it's that one there that I've been doing. Magic Study, Rainbow Version, artworks by Rose Kahn, Heaven and Earth Designs. There's 90 colors. Yeah. It's so colorful. Right now I'm starting to get out of all those blues. It is being done on 25 count gridded Lugana. So I did 1,000 stitches. So I did one whole column. I did this whole column all the way down. So almost 1,000 stitches. Yep. Loving it. Loving it. You can start seeing the dragon. There's a dragon here. There's the butterflies right here. Some lights. The lights coming down. But yeah, the dragon is starting to show. It's a small dragon. It's not a big dragon. but we're starting to see shapes and different things going on. When you're stitching it, you don't really see it until you step away from it. So there's that one. And then yesterday and today, I have been working on my ink circles. It's from the Just Cross Stitch 2013 Halloween issue. And the ink circle is called Fireburn and Cauldron Bubble. It's this here. It's a mandala. So I'm doing that, and let me take it off Q-Snap and show you. I don't know if I'll get back to this tonight. This is another one that won't take long to finish once I sit down and work on it. So, yeah. Oops. Got this one. So, this is how much I have done. Isn't that pretty? I'm loving it. You can see the cauldrons and the black cats. There's bats. There's witches' hats. And this fabric, I believe it's called Flapper. The color is called a Flapper. Hi, Julie. How are you? So the fabric is 28 count Lugana. The color is Flapper by Picture This Plus. Yes, I did. I made a lot of progress this week. And the video of me stitching on this and reading a book will be up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I made it earlier. The video is an hour and a half. One chapter was an hour and a half. And I told you guys I would read a full chapter. So the book is Intensity by Dean Koontz. And I was stitching on this. Love this. So I don't know if I'll get back to this tonight. Like I said, I need to do a lot of bobbinating. I am really good, thank you. So that'll go back in there. Now, what is next? So, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow is Lawndawg because it's the last Friday of the month. I have my Lawndawg Zoom tomorrow night. If you're doing the Lawndawg Stitch Along with us, Zoom is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I don't know if I've stitched on this since the last time I showed you. The fabric is a 28 count Lugana. The color is gingerbread and it's by Picture This Plus. And let me tell you, I want some more of this fabric. But yeah, I think I'm on the 3rd page. Look at that. OMG. This stitches up pretty quick too. I think the reason that some of these stitch up so quick is because it's one color. So you're not constantly changing your needles. But guess what? This is one of the numbers picked on WhipGo for August. And my goal is to stitch on this for 5 days. So as long as I can sit and stitch for 5 days and get in a good chunk of time, I can get a lot done on this. But yeah, my goal is 5 days to stitch on this. So I was glad this came up on my Whitgo board. And I do have quite a few more Lawndawgs, but I'm not starting them till this is done. And yeah, this one is called Quinto Acuto, the Pointed Fifth. So it'll look like that when it's done. Thank you, Red Floss Stitcher. Yep. Red Floss Stitcher is David. We missed having you in Zoom lately. So yeah, I'm loving this, and I believe I am on page 3. Yeah, I'm on page 3 or 4, but I think 3. So that will be tomorrow. And then this weekend, so tomorrow's Friday, and I'm doing the Supernatural Stitch Along. We do not get a new creature tomorrow. Where is my Supernatural? Did I already show it? No. I did not pull it out. Let me see where it is. I forgot. So every Friday we get a new creature. We do not get one the last Friday of every month. It's called Catch-Up Month. So this weekend, after I work on Lawndawg tomorrow, all day Saturday and Sunday, I am going to work on my Supernatural Stitch Along. This is by the Witchy Stitcher. So the last one we got last Friday, we got Changeling. I did not stitch this yet. This reminds me and Brian of Rosemary's Baby. So I thought maybe I would watch that while stitching this. I don't know. But yeah, that came out last Friday. So I still need to stitch that and finish the frame. My fabric is 28 count Monaco, and it is the color called Drea Purple that my friend Kaya did for me. And so I have this much done. So I do have to finish the frame, and I need to do Changeling. So yeah, Changeling will go here next to Banshee. So it will be going here. And then when I'm done with that, I will work some more on the frame to get the frame caught up. So that's my goal all day Saturday and Sunday is to stitch on that. And then my other width goal that was picked was Mermaid Azure by Nora Corbett. And I am going to do the top half of this. I had written down a quarter, but a quarter of it is almost all one side. And there's only a little bit of this side. So I'm like, I'm just going to do the top half. There is some Mill Hill beads and Mill Hill treasures in this. No crying it. And this is done on Silk Weaver fabric, 32 count Belfast linen. There is no color for this. as it was called a solo piece. So let me find the top of this. Okay. So I don't have a lot done. I did do a little bit of the bottom, but I will be doing the top half. So there really isn't much to show. It's greens right here. Can you see that? Not much done. I had to put in 200 stitches. So there's 200 stitches and it's really not showing up real good on camera. But yeah, that's what I have done. So yeah, my goal is to do the top half for WIPGO. So I've been meeting all my WIPGO goals. A couple of them I had to change because I didn't realize that the pattern was as big as it was. So I kind of adjust it every month if I need to. It's my WIPGO board. I can do whatever I want. That's what we're told. And this goes in this bag. I'm running out of project bags. I think it goes in. No. No, it does not. It goes in a different bag. I don't have a project bag for it yet. That was Fairy Winter Dreams. I don't have a project bag for it yet. I'll pull one out. So that is everything that I'm working on. Now, onto my bright ideas. Oh, and I do have another stitch along it just started. Lola Crow cross stitch at Etsy. It's called Haunted Library Stitch Along. Go check it out. So we get July 22nd, we got what was called the prologue. And I can't remember if there was a picture. Yes. So this is what's called the prologue. So it's a staircase. So that's what we got first. Don't mind, it's on the back of an old sheet, so that's why you're seeing stuff in the background that's not supposed to be there. Anyways, we got that. August 26th, we get chapter 1. Then September 2nd, we get chapter 2, September 9th. So we get them every week. And I don't know what days those are. I didn't write it in my planner. I got to do that too. So that's not what I wanted. So August 26th is a Friday. So Fridays, it's going to coincide with Supernatural. So I will have to stitch on them another time. But I am going to be starting this. I have to get, I don't know what fabric I'm going to use. But yeah, because it's taken the place of something I already finished. Okay, now my bright ideas. I took some of my whips and they're part of No New Starts and Stitch-alongs. So in August, I'm finishing Happy Halloween by Doreen Jones because it's the Stitch-along ends the last day of August, so I will be stitching on that. Then I will work, and what I plan on doing, like WIPGO gets 5 days, unless I get the top half of that Nora Corbett. If I get that done before the 5th day, then that's all I do is just the top half. And then I will work on Happy Halloween until that's done. The rest of this on here gets 10 hours a day. So even if I don't get it by the end of the month, it will roll over to September. So then I will get 10 hours on Summer Goodies by Shannon Christine, 10 hours on The Pumpkin Patch by Carolyn Manning. I'm going to be starting Sneaky Spooky Spells. That was a stitch-along. I will be starting that, and I already have the fabric and the floss for that, and that will get 10 hours. So everything I'm listed here gets 10 hours. So number 5 is my Haid Magic Study, and I put that down for every 5th project so I can get working on that more. The ink circle that I just showed you, that mandala and the just cross stitch Halloween issue, I will probably finish that. That probably won't even take 10 hours. So my goal is to finish that. 10 hours on my owl beaded kit, that full coverage. 10 hours on Rovera's Halloween. And then I will start that library stitch along and put 10 hours on that. Then back to Magic Study. Then I'm pulling out one of my first whip goes from this year, and that was I Shall Wear Purple. That is now on the list to work. The next one is Mirabilia Shimmering Mermaid. We are doing a stitch-along of Daisy Chain by Carolyn Manning. We're starting that August 20th in my cross-stitch weekend Zoom. And we're doing a Zoom, I think, that night for the daisy chain. Supernatural will always be on my Fridays, and then again to Magic Study. Hi, Amanda. Bring it on. She wants to be enabled. Oh, then I have to show you something. So Haid had a sale, and I acquired this. They had 50% off yesterday. So I'm thinking I want to start this next year with Danielle. Danielle, when are you starting this? It's Quick Stitch Curly Tailed Rosie. Look at the colors. It's going to be so pretty. Curly Tailed Rosie. The artwork is by Annie Rodrigue, and it's a Heaven and Earth design. It's 175 stitches wide by 243, so it's only 7-inch wide by 9 and 5/8 inches high on 25 count, and that's what I do mine on. Whenever I say, okay. She says whenever I say we're working on this. So we have that. And I don't have it in front of me, but starting New Year's Eve in a Zoom, Danielle, Deanne, and I, and whoever else wants to join in, we will be starting Nora Corbett's, or is it Mirabilia? Minerva. We will be starting that. Amanda has a Haid. Okay. What one do you have, Amanda? Because I have the Haid Chessie that will be a stitch-along starting January 1st. So I will be starting that on January 1st. So that's why we are starting Minerva on New Year's Eve. And then next year, because I'm not doing the no new starts, we're doing Start It All. And I have a list of 45. Well, not quite 45. So I decided to really work on my Haid Magic Study next year. So every 5th. Whoa, I gotta go look that one up. I'm gonna have to look that up. Craft Room. Oh, come on. See who's enabling now. Let's go see. Heaven and Earth. See, I only have to put in HE and it automatically puts it up. Amy Stewart. So Danielle just put up the link to buy Minerva by Nora Corbett. Okay, Amy Stewart. I love Amy Stewart. I love her patterns. Amy Stewart, where are you? Right there. Craft Room. Okay, and that is the name of it, Craft Room. Is it a regular chart? Well, I don't see it. What's the real? Okay. I can't find it. I must have a different name for it because I'm in the C's and it's not there. Maybe, oh, no, that's Carnival Move. Bookshelf. Let me just put in Craft Room in the just in the search. Craft Room. Go. Ye Old Craft Room. That it? Ye Old Craft Room. And which one do you have? The supersized, the quick stitch, the ornament? They have like different sizes. Ye Old Craft Room. Don't think I want supersized. So that one there, Craft Room by Amy Stewart. That's the one that Amanda has. That's cute. I don't know if I want that one though. Though you could do the quick stitch old craft room with the kitten on it. Oh, I want to do this one instead. So that one's got to go on my cart. I want to do that one instead. Add to cart. I'm not buying it. Oh, it's still on sale. It's only $5.50. It's only $5.50. I added it to cart. Let me think about it. Because there is another chart I really, really, really want called Spider Queen. Yeah, wait till you see this one. Oh, it is, Jerry? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't pay attention. Danielle says, put the phone down. This one is called Spider Queen. Yeah, there's something about that. Sorry, I didn't pay attention. I couldn't find the one by Amy Stewart. Anyway, so next year I'm pulling out all the haids that I already have started. They will be put in the lineup for 10 hours each time. All the stitch-alongs that I've missed, Tale as Old as Time, Nightmare Before Christmas, the Fab 50, the Stained Mini, and I think that's it. And then I have room for other ones. And then Chessie will be down for every 5th project. Danielle is picking on me. I also have my Lawndawg sampler, Carolyn Manning, Shannon Christine. Doreen Jones, because you know we got to do those. So yeah, I have quite a few listed. So my cross stitch weekends, though, I will work on. Yeah, I guess I looked at the Ron Heaven and Earth designs. I that you're right. That was by Marchetti. I didn't even pay attention to that. So which one was the one? I couldn't find the one by what do you call it? You're down for the 100 starts? Yeah, I couldn't find the one by Amy Stewart. Sorry, I'll have to look later. I'll look later. Remind me. Amy Stewart. Craft room. I wasn't paying attention to the artist name. Yep, next year. It's start all the things. And if you're not going to start them all, at least pull out everything you already have started and just work on them. Okay, we have. No, it's okay, Amanda. Just let me know later when you're not busy, like and maybe in a couple weeks. I have 5 shout outs for floss tubers. Blushing pink stitches. These are all listed down below in the description. So blushing pink stitches, bougie stitchers, stitching witch 42, and it's just the number 42, gem state stitcher, and Sarah's stitchy spot. They're all in the links down below. Does not mean I am subscribed to them. It just means I've watched one. You know, there's too many floss tubers out there. I can't be subscribed and watch them all. So, you know, when I get recommendations, I go watch one and then I write their name down. So those are those 5. Next month, if you are part of the Goran Tottenbags Facebook group, they always have a designer for the month, and next month's design is Bent Creek. And there are some freebies out there. So I've had this from years ago. There's not even a copyright on it. It's called The Squirrel. It has 5 colors, no back stitching, cross stitch with 2 strands, back stitch. Oh, it does. Where? Oh, his his up by his ears. His ears are back stitched to just a couple stitches, and then there's a acorn charm you can put on it. So I have to go find an acorn charm. But I'm gonna do the squirrel. I can't show this. It's just got a. It's got 1 DMC color. The rest is Gentle Art sampler threads, which by looking at those names, I already have them. But you can switch them out for DMC. So I do plan on doing this. I'll probably do this at the very beginning of the month because it's a small, and then I will start that sneaky, spooky spells after that. And this will only take me a day to do. It's very quick. It's only a 36 by 36 stitches. So yeah, that'll be quick to do up. So I want to do that. I don't know if they do this every year with picking a different designer every month, but I was thinking of maybe doing one my own on the channel. I don't know, because I'm already doing the Hey Chessie Stitch Along. So I don't know. But, and you know, it doesn't have to be a new start. It can be a whip. So even if I picked like Shannon Christine, I'm always probably going to have a whip going. So if I said, okay, this month is a Shannon Christine month, just pull out a whip you already have. And she has smalls. She has a lot of smalls. Same thing with Doreen Jones. She has a lot of smalls. So I'm thinking about doing something next year. I don't know if it'll necessarily be on this channel. It could be. It might just be a Zoom thing in my Zoom on cross stitch weekend. I don't know yet. You know, it's only the end of July. I still have till January to figure that out. And for people to give me ideas for designer names. Oh my gosh. So yeah, next year I want to start, but it won't be till later on in the year. I want to start Glendon Place's Sleepy Hollow, Bella Safina's Greta Goldbroom, Barbara Anna's Spooky Tree, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, Halloween Quaker, Mother Moon, that one's by Joan Elliott, and I want to pull out a gnome again. So those are all for next year. I need more project bags, people. Oh my gosh. Hopefully our finances will be better by next year and I can maybe buy a project bag a month. I still have a lot of project bags. And I do double up projects in a project bag. So there's that. We have 15 minutes left. Oh, food o'clock. What's for dinner? We are having hamburger helper, and I will have a little bit of it because of the carbs. And I have mini cucumbers and some dressing. So I will have the mini cucumbers along with that. What else do I have? That's about it. I got dill pickles too, but I'm going to have the mini cucumbers, eat them up. I ate up the strawberries this morning. There was like 6 of them left. Trying to eat healthier. My numbers this morning, I forgot to let Danielle know. I will do that later. My numbers are coming down. Just not the ones in the morning. But this morning's was good. This morning's was pretty good. For me, it was good. So, yeah. What are you guys having? Also, I know Michelle had seafood. I'm so jealous. Well, I did too. I had shrimp today. I had a shrimp stir fry that I had left over from last night. Any floss tubers that I need to check out? Yes. DMC floss. If you want something to be organized and you have extra cash, because this is a little expensive, but well worth it. Yeah. Danielle just put the link in. Who was it? You know me. You had chips, fries, and gravy. Okay, so Stitching by the Shore. Stitching by the Shore it was yesterday's video or the day before. It was a storage system for her DMC. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So she said the price of it did go up since she purchased hers. But yeah, loved it. Like, I want to do that. But yeah, always looking for new floss tubers. Anybody else know of any other stitch-alongs I need to know about to let you guys know? I can't start them all, but you know. I did purchase a boatload of floss, and I've been bobbinating today, and I still have a lot more to bobbinate. So I bought the last 4 of these containers at Hobby Lobby. It's the Artist Loft. They're only $3.29 a piece. I love these. Sometimes it depends on the project. Some projects I can get 3 projects in one. So like I have 3 stitch-alongs. I have a daisy chain, the spooky sneaky spells. The neighbor's dog's out here barking. And Boo Crew. All 3 of them fit in this. And I needed a couple more. So I bought the last 4 that they had this time. I still need to buy a couple more for my Hades. I still have more floss to buy for my Hades. And then I got other lists to make. So, you know, these are for all the rest of my whip goes for the rest of this year. So they'll be bobbinated. They'll get put in their containers. They'll be kitted up. So I'll be good for the rest of this year. And then I have a list for the Hades that I started years ago. Some of them were kitted up, but I'm missing a few colors. Some of them needed to be kitted up. So I will be buying those next. And then I will make the list for buying them for the Hade Chessie and Minerva. And then after that, all the ones that I want to start the stitch-alongs next year. And then after I buy those, the new starts that I had mentioned. So I do have ideas. Right now, that's all I buy is my floss. So, you know, here and there I'll buy a pattern if it's not expensive. I did, you know, purchased a couple. So, yeah. But yeah, I got the mini stained stitch along, but I'm not sure what the size of those are. I never really did pay attention on what size they are. So where's my pictures? Cross stitch charts. And what's it called? Stained mini stitch along. So yeah, I never did pay. It's because it says they're minis, but what is a mini to them? So it's 82 wide by 239 high. So those are called minis, but they're still a good size and they're full coverage. So yeah, those will take me a while too. Crystal is having chicken patties. But I don't have much else to talk about unless you guys have something you want to share with me. Floss tubers, stitch-alongs, anything new coming out I need to know about. Oh, there is another new stitch-along. Carolyn Manning. She has a new stitch-along starting in August. I saw it on her Instagram. Um, doo, doo, doo. It's the Fairy Garden Labyrinth mini stitch-along. April 1st. What? Oh, it's next. Well, this says April 1st, but oh, maybe that's when you were supposed to sign up. I don't know. It was 3 days ago. It says sign up start today for the August mini stitch-along. August 1st. But this is April. I think she did that. Oh, yeah, it says, please note that it is August, not April, as the graphic depicts. I hate their dog. They let that thing come over here and bark and get my dog going and wakes us up in the middle of the night. So, yeah, she has that stitch-along starting August 1st. through the 22nd. Sign up now. She says, apparently I didn't have enough coffee this morning. It's a 4-week project. And I don't know. Visit the website. It says to visit her website, Carol Manning Designs. So let me see. Um, Fairy Garden Labyrinth. Mini Stitch-Along. It's $7. And it shows part 1. So you can see part 1 of it. The other one I want, Prairie Star and Night Before Christmas. Have you seen that Night Before Christmas? That is gorgeous. So is Prairie Star. Love those. I have so many of hers now. So yeah, that's the other stitch along that's starting. For all of you Carolyn and Manning fans out there, I probably won't be doing that one. So we have 4 minutes left. So I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Danielle for all the links and for my mods to make sure everybody was safe in here and no problems. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm going to be bobbinating for the rest of the night unless it's done. If it's done before I go to bed and I have time, I'll go back to stitching on the ink circle. And tomorrow is Lawndawg. My Zoom is tomorrow night. If you are doing the Lawndawg with us, don't forget. I don't have a Zoom tonight. There's always a Zoom though. David, there is always a Zoom. There's one called Anytime Zoom. You can message me or send. Actually, I have your email address, right? I can send you a newsletter. I made a newsletter for those of us that do Zooms, and it lists all the different things going on. The Anytime Zoom, that is open 24/7. Crystal has a Zoom on Mondays. I have one Wednesday afternoon. That's United States time. Yeah, there's always something going on. There's stitch along Zooms. I do the cross stitch weekends. So yeah, I'll look up and send you that newsletter. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Don't ever be afraid to reach out to me if you have questions. You know, if you wanna stitch along and you don't have a channel and you just want to sit with a bunch of people to do the same stitch along, reach out. We can always set up a Zoom just for that stitch along, maybe once a month, once a week. No, an hour or two. If you just want an hour or two, I am willing to do that. My Zoom's paid for anyways. We might as well use it. So, and Wednesdays is any crafts. So, and about every 3 months, I do a coloring Saturday Zoom for people who want to color. So that's it for today. Love you guys. Bye-bye.